So you have the Polyface kit that you get a whole eggmobile version too?
Everybody raises them in a different way, but at least this way they get a non-hybrid, fully beaked, unmedicated, pasture ready. In other words, they actually know what grass is. They know
it's impossible to get egg laying pullet without
being debeaked. That's correct. They don't exist on a commercial scale. So in the whole Mid-Atlantic, I mean, people come here from, oh goodness, almost a couple hundred miles in order to get a fully beaked, non-hybrid,
Why don't you take us down and show us their winter home and where you're growing some sweet corn?
Okay.
So is this one of the areas you've just moved the eggmobile from?
Yeah. We just had them here. We moved them every 3 days into a new 1/4 acre paddock. And so here's where they were, and even right here is where they were 3 days before that. So this has had 6 days of, actually 7 days of recovery is where they are. Where I think they get moved again today. So every 3 days they just leapfrog right along through the field. We'll go to the hoop house to show where these birds go in the wintertime.
Okay.
That's where they go in the wintertime.
All right, so we've got tomatoes and sweet corn here growing in
a little more. Whoops. Okay.
This is the winter home?
Yeah, this is where the chickens are in the winter, and then in the spring we just move the bedding aside, and you can see here tomatoes that are growing, that are higher than most tomatoes in the area outside, and corn that's sweet corn that's in full tassel here. There's a pepper, but yeah, we come in and just plant right into that. Just scoop the bedding aside, move it, pour some water down, and up and running. And so it gives multiple duty. For this is just our personal, for personal consumption.
Now there's all this huge stuff now about food safety, and they're really coming down hard on raw manure.
Right.
And they're demanding incorporation, and in some ways they would look at this and go, oh, now if this was a commercial house, you probably wouldn't do this. There'd be probably dead birds and other things mixed in that litter. So, that's that kind of, when you see that poultry liver smell and it stinks so bad, that putridness.
The fact
is... And that doesn't smell in here.
No. Well, the fact is that the birds are only in here for 100 to 120 days in a year, and then it has, 240, 250 days of rest.
Right.
And so if you're going to have a structure, what you want is a multiple use structure.